So we're back at the shop. We're gonna be building up a Norco A7.2. Should be pretty sick. Gonna be all chest mount and stuff like that. All right. Norco Optic 7.2, 27.5 by 19, large. Cool. Since there's no knives near me, screwdriver. So they gave me two post options. I have a dropper post or I have a standard post. Dropper, of course. I'm guessing they send you with this if you're gonna ride it as an XC bike, but like, I'm gonna put this in there first though, so I can hang it off this post and put the dropper post in after. First things first is get grease in here. 4 mil. All right, back to taking stuff off this. Taking all the cardboard off, get it in the box. We can actually get a look at this bike. We have a carbon optic here in store as well, all on sale. That's a C9 point something. I think it's a 9.2. I was gonna say 9.2, but I was thinking like if it's higher than that, then I'm whatever, it doesn't really matter. But it's a 29er. This one here is 27.5. 1x11 GX. Cool. I've got another zip tie there I gotta cut. All of this packing you guys are seeing here just came off the fork, which is pretty crazy. Now, if you've never been to my channel before, my name is Rob. I am a mechanic here at Doug's Bicycle, and it is winter time. I also have this YouTube channel that you were watching. I also put out weekly vlogs, which I just started doing this year. I've got the first one up now, which is just called Week 1 Vlog 1 Indoor Trials. Go take a look. All right, that's all snugged. Rest of this crap off of here. Putting the brake on, not going to tighten it up because I do have to put the actual wheel in, and then it will tell me where the disc is. I can center everything then. For now, I'm just kind of getting everything snugged up. Time to put the front wheel in. Everything's, you know, cockeyed, but that's because not everything has been tightened or straightened yet. Oh, I have to put the disc on because Norco is awesome like that. Gonna grab the drill. Now you might be wondering, why am I grabbing a drill to put on a disc brake? Well, if you put the drill at a light enough setting, like that, then it just snugs everything up, and then you just go around with the tool after. You don't, saves, yeah, easily 5 minutes. Yeah, you just kind of start them with your hand, go around, get the thread in so you're not gonna cross thread anything. These also have Loctite on them so that when they go in, they ideally don't come out. See? You also do these kind of in a triangle star pattern as well, similar to stem bolts. Now I'm gonna go around with the handy T25, tighten them all. Old style of RockShox here. I had this on my bike, and if you're not careful, you end up rounding them out because they only go off this little lip here, and it's kind of a pain. I'll show you after here. I'll show you here. Yeah, they only tighten from like this little lip. So if you're not careful, you can just strip that out, which is what I did. We still was able to tighten it, but it wasn't nearly as nice as it once was. Snug, closed, done. Now I gotta set the brake. Now I think in the future I might do a separate video on how to tune brakes or gears and stuff like that. If you guys would like to see that, please write it down below. So right now all I did was loosen it, pulling the lever, tighten the bottom one, rubbing a bunch. I'm just looking inside, see which way I gotta go. Definitely not centered, so I'm gonna loosen the bottom one again until it's visibly loose. There we go. Pull the lever, snug the bottom one. That seems better, but it doesn't seem quite right. Now this is why I said I was gonna do a separate video, because it's not always just as simple as pulling it and having it work. Anyway, I'm gonna get it close, I'm gonna move on. How's the back? Just as terrible. This one's good. It wasn't as warped as the front, so this one is good just with a simple little tweak. I do like Norcos, but never ridden one myself. Good, there we go. So he's also getting some Crank Brothers stamp pedals, which I'll be putting on in a second. So I also have to put all this stuff together, put this on, but I'm gonna be doing this on the ground, so I guess I'll do the shifting components now. Actually, I'll put the pedals on first, because then I can grab the pedal and drive it around. Right pedal turns to the right to go in. A good trick is to hold the axle and pedal backwards to tighten it in. Now the left pedal goes to the left to tighten it in. Which, same thing on the other side, put it on, you just spin the pedals backwards, it should tighten itself in. And then you'll get the, like these ones, get the Allen key. Or some other ones use a giant pedal wrench, similar to this on the bench. But these ones here are an 8mm Allen key. I forgot to put these in. I'm gonna take that pedal out before I tighten it and put these in. The pedal washers helps you from binding your pedals onto your bike. Especially with ones that are gonna use Allen keys, it's a good thing to have because if you strip this Allen key out, you're basically cutting the pedal off. And when you're tightening them, if I can show you here. So when you're tightening them, I'm gonna spin to the right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the back wheel, just hold it, tighten down, snug her up. This one I'm actually gonna take back off because like I was saying, I didn't put the pedal washer in. But same concept as everything else. Got that tight there, this here, pedal back, done. That way there, cool. So time to get the seat onto this Trans-X dropper post. So that when I take the, or no, I was doing the gears, that's what I was doing, it's the gears. I put the pedal on so I could do the gears. It seems pretty good up there, the limit seems to be all right. Drop down to the bottom, we'll check the limits here. It's a little bit loose, so I'm gonna tighten it in. Now, something you guys watch when you're doing this if the wheel's spinning, because I've had it before, you like clang that off a spoke. All right, go up one, didn't go up one, drops. All right, drops good. Make sure this is working. So we have this little press-on pressed adapter. Knobby neck at the front, racing Ralph on the back. Pretty typical 27.5 all mountain setup with the knobby guy in the front and a little bit smoother guy in the back. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now on to the dropper post. Definitely gonna run this internal if I can. It looks like there is a port on the other side of the bike there, so I'm gonna be able to run it inside. Nice. Let me know if you guys like this style of bike build. I always try to do this without loosening it all the way out when I always have to. Anyway, sweet, got it on there. I probably got grease in my pocket now too, but that's all right. All right, so I'm going to get this onto the lever. And by get us on the lever, I mean get this onto the bar. Or at least starting to get on the bar. I do like the Trans-X dropper post lever though. I don't like the small parts come in bags like that and then get dropped out. Like look how tiny that little bolt was. I just installed one of these the other day on a fat bike. Now I'm doing it on this Optic. Yeah, so I was going to get the cable partially threaded into the frame here. The way they had this thing folded into the box just made it all kind of weird. Basically to the post, now I gotta see where this is going. Okay, so I have to use all that random plastic pieces that it gave me. Maybe, maybe not. You guys don't make this simple. I mean, I know I was bitching and complaining about all the bolts and everything earlier, like, I get it. So I guess they want this to come out across the frame there, which is weird. And then there, I guess Norco, I guess. So these are gonna be 3mm. I'm not super stoked on the way they're doing this, but to each their own. They found their system, so let them do it. So I guess this is just gonna go on this one. How am I supposed to get an Allen key in there, guys? Like really, how am I supposed to get an Allen key in here? Getting closer and closer to having these things in. I still don't like the way they go in. They're super tight and they feel like you're destroying a bunch of stuff on the way in and out, but. All right guys, I finally got all these things on. Now I have to go up to the front here, get that on, over, post in, and we're good to go. So I gotta take this down. Grab the trusty bike stand setting tool, loosen the end. Now everyone's favorite thing to see, frame clamping. So this has to go through this lovely lever here. Never know what you guys can actually see. We just need some like Black Mirror cameras in our eyes or something. You can watch my whole day. It'd be creepy. Don't do that. Let's get the end of the cable here. Or end of the housing, I mean. Throw the cable in there. It should come out the seat tube behind me. And there it is. Now something I will probably have to do, which actually looks like I got it there. You guys can't really see, but top of post here is I got the housing sticking out because I want to get this little thing about 5 mils from the housing. Pretty much just gonna let it fall on. Grab a 2.5 and a 3. Give her a little snug. So I have the 3 in my hand. I never know where I put the other one. Now I'm gonna actually a 2 and a 3. 3 on this side, 2 on the other. Yeah, not very high up. Snug it till it pinches the cable, and then cut off the excess while I'm stuck. There we go. Grease all over my hands because of it. Like I was saying, cut off the excess. I'm gonna leave like a mil or 2 just so I have some space to play with it if I need. This is definitely not centered very well, but hey, whatever. Wow, I'm not used to that, and I definitely didn't leave cable for that. So I just noticed this thing has like an adjustment on it, which is cool, but I also didn't leave enough cable for that. What did I do in going and change the stuff on me here? So I need the 3 and the 2 again. Take this thing off. Now I gotta cut this housing somehow. Not by very much, just enough to get cable out of there. So I'm probably gonna cut about 1/2 inch. Since I take the cap off, I need a new one of these, which doesn't want to go on. We're on there now. Push this cable back through, which probably isn't gonna like it. There it is. This little thing back on here. This time I'm not gonna tighten it until I have a better idea of where it's going on this thing. So judging that stops there, but there seems okay. So I need about 1.5 centimeters this time instead of 0.5 centimeter like usual. It's weird that they've changed it, but whatever. Now I don't have to cut the excess off yet, which before we wouldn't have had this side open as much. So now it should be a little bit easier to get this to lay in there somehow. All right, we have gotten in there. Sweet. Now I can cut off the excess. I'm still gonna leave a little bit because as you saw last time I cut the excess off, I ran out. Droppers in there, snug up the post with my 4 mil that's missing. It says 5 Newton meters, which again, I'll be going over that after. Now I can get this on the bike, which this is a 3. And this is what holds that dropper lever. All right, it's getting on there now. Cool, cool, cool. It's a little bit twisted up, so I have to twist that back down. A lot of this stuff, like when you're on the stand, is really hard to tell exactly how it's gonna be sitting until you put the bike on the ground. That lever feels pretty dope though. How does it do? She works. Norco Optic A7.2, done. I guess I should wait for you guys. I gotta get the handy twisty thing back. The stand is a pain this way. I mean, if you only had one bike to work on ever, then it would be fine, but since we're constantly taking bikes down and putting new ones up, it's a little bit of a pain, but it is what she is. All right, 0 pounds, 0 ounces. Let's see what she is with pedals. 3204 with dropper. We got some little crank brush pedals on there. 27.5, yeah, sick bike.